what to expect for this week crypto market outlook. And of course, right now what we can see is that will the price of crypto continue to go for one more downwards, or should we see a bottom or a deep rally, especially coming in the next 24 to 48 hours? Okay, so a lot of concern, okay, on whether should we continue to hold or should we continue to de-risk. Okay, so I think many of you are still holding. I'm not surprised. Okay, right? When you have a chance to sell at 97K, no one does. Okay, people are waiting for 100,000. Okay, now it doesn't come. So now what's next? What price are you going to sell? Okay, so yeah, there could be another possibility here. Okay, this is one of the expert analysts mentioning that a potential rebound could happen somewhere around 3 to 9 days from now. But what are the possibilities? Again, like I said, okay, any major events, any good bullish events to actually support this thesis. Okay, so yeah, I believe right now we can see the price of crypto also is currently dumping. Okay, I think earlier session we also do have a pullback. Okay, for this session. All right. Yeah, so another losing day for crypto bulls. Okay, so it went down to about early this afternoon, it went down to about 69K, not mistaken. Sorry, it's about 66.9. Okay, early this afternoon, it went down about 69, and now it's 68 or 66.9, right? So now it's like hovering what, around 67K, 67.3. So Ethereum also is somewhere around below 2K right now. Okay, so for us, it is a bit quite risky. And later on, of course, speaking about the stock market, later also, it will be opening very shortly, in half an hour's time. Okay, we have the likes of Nasdaq, okay, MicroStrategy, okay, Bitcoin, okay, all closing down about 3.93 and 6.99% respectively. So all these are actually already at the peak, at the extreme peak, at the extreme top. Okay, so again, a bit risky now. It's better to wait for the next move on what the stock market is going to make later on. Okay, very, very risky if you are planning to buy at the level, even though the price has already tanked for crypto. But all eyes on the stock market right now. The S&P 500, Nasdaq continue to go down. That's where the problem is for crypto as well. Okay, so yeah, you can see here nearly 385 million of Bitcoin shorts on Binance risk liquidation. Okay, if the price rebound back to 75K. Okay, then open interest dropped to about 2% over the last 24 hours. Okay, making a 52% decline. So probably lack of interest coming in for trading, which is also good. Okay, so yeah, we can see already that the index and of course the global market also is showing signs of a slowdown. Okay, and it could also prepare for a major correction. Right? So if is Bitcoin poised for rebound? Probably yes. Probably maybe could happen by end of this week, or probably could be this week as well. Okay, so yeah, here you can see here early TD sequential buy signal. Okay, on BTC. It could be another rebound that could happen in the next 3 to 4 days here. So yeah, this is the candle rise mentioning 69.3. Okay, so that could be the bounce, or probably we could also dip back all the way to 63, 64 before we see another rally again. Okay, is to probably create another bottom, a slightly higher high bottom before we continue to go higher. So that could be the case, or else we will probably continue to rally. Then another analyst here, Michael Van de Poel. Okay, right. So describe the area around 70.9K. Okay, a great level for Bitcoin bounce. So if this weekly bounce some more, then the monthly candle will be a copy paste of the COVID crash and in for 100,000 next 3 to 4 months. Okay, so again, like I said, 100K maybe not so optimistic. Okay, probably we should at least breach the 85K first, then only talking about the 100K, because all those major levels have already been broken. Okay, now we are already below 70K. How significant is this rally back up again? So another rally back up is also another short-term bullish before we see another leg down again. Okay, so that is the scenario right now. Then moving on next. Okay, talking about BTC market, talking about the miners. How important is the miners towards the Bitcoin mining effect? Okay, so yeah, I think overall we can see this setup right now. I think miners are actually capitulating. They're actually selling to actually cover their mining operations. So every time when miners start to sell, that's where it could also mark another bottom for the BTC. Okay, and then most likely market will slowly start to form a bottom and to continue to back that off and to continue to rally again. That is usually the case, right? So what miner calculations say about near-term Bitcoin sentiment? Okay, so yeah, this is the CEO of 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Okay, Nick. Okay, mentioning that Bitcoin mining difficulty just experienced its biggest drop since 2021. Okay, means a meaningful number of miners are either shutting machines off or exiting the network. Then at the same time, some miners are actively pivoting away from BTC and moving into AI and hyperscale data centers. So you can see already what they're doing is that those miners are not able to cope. Okay, probably the cost is higher than the cost of mining. Okay, so either they cut their loss, break even, okay, or they join someone or they pull together with those big guys who are actually mining, okay, or else they move on into other things. So yeah, Bitfarms is a clear example as its stock surge after announcing it's no longer positioning itself as a BTC mining company. Okay, it's not just mining is harder, but because prices are down and margins are tight, which is very true. Cost of electricity also getting expensive, right? So yeah, we can see what's happening now. Miners are calculating. So probably this could be a sign of a bottom. Okay. Right, so yeah, then what else to look at some more? Because everything is actually finding its way to bottom. So let's see. So there is no reliable way to time the exact bottom outside of pure luck. Okay, as price trend lower, downside targets will shift lower, creating frustration for anyone trying to trade every move. So again, I said, right, you don't want to trade, but you want to continue to dollar cost average, okay, on position. Okay, you want to buy on spot, not on leverage, not trading on leverage. Okay, there is a way to do it on leverage. So yeah, which I will inform you later on how you can be able to maximize on the leverage trading while gaining the airdrop as well. Then next, you can see here, right? So Robinhood. Okay, so as you know that Robinhood is a brokerage app or service provider, okay, where you can able to trade, okay, able to log into their app to trade, okay, not only on crypto, but of course, majority of the US stocks, okay, that are provided in the Robinhood app. But now they're actually launching their own chain, okay, and call themselves Ethereum Layer 2, okay, which is similar like Arbitrum, Optimism, Beast, okay. So yeah, they are moving into Arbitrum-based Layer 2. So they are using Arbitrum network. So deepening its push into tokenized stocks and DeFi infrastructure. Okay, so which is also serve another use case here, utility for Robinhood. Okay, as you know, they are building something. Okay, so Ethereum Layer 2 network built using Arbitrum technology that aims to bring tokenized real-world and digital assets on chain. Okay, so yeah, so the chain is designed for financial grade use cases, including 24/7 trading. So which means your US stocks that you are trading, instead of 5 days a week, you can able to trade 7 days, 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days, which is very, very good, right? Rather than waiting for the stock market to open, you can already buy using the Robinhood app. That is the use case of this network, okay, that we are integrating right now. Okay, tokenization, that is the keyword here, RWA, real world asset. Okay, that is what most of the companies are eyeing right now. So our mainnet launch is planned for later this year. Okay, testnet only assets such as stock style tokens, tighter integration with Robinhood wallet. Okay, so yeah, they're moving into testnet at the moment. So yeah, I think probably this is the testing stage. So they are going to launch probably later this year, right? Okay, then Robinhood's tokenization push. Okay, another thing here. So yeah, we can see, right? The launch marks a deeper shift by Robinhood from simply offering crypto trading, okay, following decision to tokenize nearly about 500 US stocks, okay, and ETF as well on Arbitrum network, very, very huge. Okay, so we can see something interesting later on, okay, towards the end of the year. Okay, so Robinhood is actually doing something here that other brokerage firms are not doing. Okay, so they're moving ahead, okay, which is very, very good. So hoping to use Robinhood app for the US stock market, to buy US stocks rather than using the traditional broker like Interactive Broker. where you have to KYC, where you have to bank wire your money and you have to wait for a few days in order for the money to reach into your stock trading account. So that is the disadvantage. Okay, so that's the whole idea of tokenization. Okay, you want it fast, you want it now. Crypto is a way. Okay, with tokenization and layer 2s, okay, like Arbitrum network, definitely will be a good turning point for Robinhood as well. Okay, and then moving on next with the on-chain. Right? So what's really happening? Okay, so this is about 10 crypto trades. So Bitcoin have down more than 50%. So you can see all these historical events. Okay, first was when bank failures, USDC fight 17 days, it went down. Okay, so it went down about how much here? 22%. Then 2023 post-bear market recovery chop, 64 days and 61 days, down 21.67%. Post-ETF sell-off 12 days, okay, and then what else here? Post-ETF mania sell-off 117 days, okay, and then fast forward here, overall market volatility, extreme crypto weaknesses so far is about 23 days, okay, dumping about how much? 38%, okay, 38%, all right, so yeah, while there's was always some short-term narrative for most of the previous sell-off during the uptrend, right? So there's no major topic to contribute the relative weakness to now. So simply, it's more sellers than buyers, right? Because already we are in the bear market, so definitely you'll be seeing a lot of bearish sentiment. Okay, so this makes this harder bit, and the sentiment is much worse. Okay, so people are more likely to look past a correction if there's any positive outlook which investors are struggling to find at this point. Yeah, so again, like we said, now we already transitioned from bull to bear, so everything is down now. And then patience is key, right? So this is why I'm just taking it slow and make sure I'm ready for either scenario while trying to accumulate. So you want to accumulate when the price goes stagnant and it's in the ranging bound, something like this ranging. You want to accumulate when it's ranging. Okay, fully calculation when people are given up on crypto. When there's no retail interest, when it's going sideways, that's where you want to accumulate, okay, for crypto. So for now, I think it's better to just wait rather than timing or ECA, because I think we have a lot of time, okay, to ECA, but just not now, okay. So probably we'll be entering maybe second half of this year, June onwards, or probably by October, Q4. Okay, so you're going to see how the market is going to play out for now, but as of now, it's bearish. So then is my Colin Talks Crypto, mentioning about could be a Dalai Lama pattern. Okay, this pattern could form and could also continue to trigger another rally, a relief rally here. So where are we now? You can see here. Okay, so we already get the sell-off, then the bounce, and then the consolidation. So this consolidation is where we are right now. So now we are hovering about how much? 69.3. Okay, 69.3. And probably we could see a full trace, okay, if this thing is going to be up. So sell off, bounce, consolidation there. Okay, so should we see something similar like this? Okay, all right. And if this is going to play out, then could be a relief rally and probably could pick up some new highs, probably to 80 to 85K. Okay, if you are fortunate enough, and if you are cautious, then probably you might want to take advantage on selling on the way up for this relief rally. Okay, so yeah, I think a lot of people are expecting 100K here. Do you think this will be more bullish than the previous prediction? You see us reaching 100K? Probably not, but won't rule it out. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I don't think we're going to see 100K. Probably might touch 80 to 90K-ish at least, okay, for this relief rally. So if you still yet to sell or to at least de-risk your position, then I think probably this is the time to do it, because after that, I don't think there's any more chance for you to de-risk. Then probably we should expect another lows again to play for this cycle. Okay, and then speaking about when is the bottom? When is the bottom for BTC and the whole crypto market? Okay, because I think this bear market has been quite early, quite fast. So we have crashed since the 10th of October. Okay, and then February also down. Should probably we could see a very short bear market because of how fast it happened. Okay, so yeah, this is by Benjamin Cowen here. mentioning that Bitcoin could bottom or could see a low somewhere around October this year. Okay, if you were to follow the 4-year cycle. Okay, all right, and under some circumstances, it could also happen as early as May. Okay, so which is also quite early. So now we are already February. In another 3 months from now, we should see something if there's any chance. Okay, so yeah, so it's either May 3 months from now or by October. So we have to prepare on those two scenarios. Okay, and then Bitcoin does not have a monopoly on the 4-year cycle. Okay, and then you can, but the S&P has gone through many periods where it bottoms approximately every 4 years. Now, if you look at the stock market, it is already at the all-time high, already at the peak. So don't you think that the stock market also will do its correction? So if the stock market was correct as well, then major lows tends to occur in early Q4. But in some cases, it occasionally happens in May. Let's see. So I prepare for both events. Okay, if it comes on May, how soon and how fast, and what is the price action like? Is the market going sideways ranging? Okay, is the market going sideways ranging? Okay, like other charts are doing. Okay, like Chainlink, okay, like Cardano, okay, or like Ethereum. When it consolidate for a very long time, like 1 year, then probably we can able to access. And then October would be would be favored. We get multiple week to month, okay, long counter trend rallies that delay things. So this, I believe this is much more comfortable take for a bottom rather than hoping for a May bottom. But we're going to see how significant is this down continuation. So if the down continues again, okay, after this relief rally, all right, should we see February and March reverse towards the upside? And then we have April and May to play. And if we dump heavily, that drastically, okay, then probably maybe see a bottom. Okay, so that's the thing. All right, so May would be a favorite if the counter trend rallies just the last few days to a couple of weeks and deeper drawdowns occur sooner. Yeah, so that's the thing. If deeper drawdowns occur sooner, then we should expect May to be favored. Or if October comes in, then most likely this one will come slowly. Things starts to delay. Things starts to go slowly. Okay, week to month long. Yeah, multiple week to month long. This is the one. So that's the thing. Okay, so these are the preparation, what to expect for this year. Okay, so I'm also agree with Benjamin Council. I will also agree October should we see a bottom. Okay, rather than me. Because we are just transitioning from bull to bear, right? So everything will take time. It doesn't move that fast, right? We don't expect a V-shaped recovery, okay, from here. And then, of course, the new Federal Reserve Chairman, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘁, coming in on 15th of May. So as you know that this guy will definitely listen to Trump. All these are yes men. So whatever Trump says, he will do, right? So cutting of interest rate most likely to be the interest here. So market will most likely to price in whatever happens before 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗃 starts to come to reduce the rate. So probably much more pullback or correction, okay, for this quarter, Q1 and Q2, okay, right? So before we see another rally again. So for now, continue to stay patient, stand by a lot of dry powder if necessary, because you will definitely need it, right? But if you continue to hold, and especially your outs, again, especially like you guys who have joined crypto since the last cycle, and then this cycle again back over. Okay, if you are still holding your outs and already down 80 to 90%, then that's why you should start to think. Okay, do you still want to hold or do you want to cut and want to get back your dry powder in order for you to come in again for this cycle? So if not, no point. Correct. So you hold all these outs already down. What are you going to do with it? Right. So no point telling you guys big up to big, then you're not listening. Right, left ear in, right ear out. And then this cycle, you want to come in, you got no more cash to enter. Where's your dry powder coming in? That's the thing. Are you going to come out from your salary again? So yeah, a painful lesson, but I think hopefully you guys can able to learn. Now moving on next with the airdrop. So this week airdrop, a lot of drops are still happening, even though during the bear market. So we have Mega ETH I believe they have also launched their mainnet, but no airdrop or TGE. Just launching their chain. So it seems to be a lot of disappointment. Okay, including Superform as well. It was yesterday. They also airdrop. Okay, I think a lot of users also felt cheated as well. Okay, and then of course they do a lot of vesting, locking of tokens. Then Espresso Systems, Espresso Labs, I think they're going to airdrop, but they are doing pre-TGE yesterday from Binance. And then AZ Tech Network will be on 12th of February, which is tomorrow. Okay, so a lot of drops that are coming in. Okay, and then we have Superform, right? So if you are doing Superform, you can claim. Okay, you can claim your airdrop. Okay, so current price 5 cents. Okay, so their vesting is 25% TGE. The remaining 75% will be vesting for 3 months. So you have to claim every 3 months. Okay, so next month, and next month. 3 months total for you to claim the remaining 75%. Okay, then next we have USD AI as well. Okay, the airdrop and ICO info announced, so we can able to, yeah, I think they are going to also airdrop. Okay, ICO window is somewhere around February 22 to 27, so it's about a week there. Okay, end of this month, we'll be doing the ICO. But again, ICO, I think a lot of failure right now. I think lack of interest, and of course, look at the sentiment right now, it's not so good. So whatever token you buy on ICO, okay, I think most of it are down. Majority of the tokens are down, right? If you buy on for ICO, everything is down. So minimum purchase $100, you still need to do KYC. So what's the point here, right? So that's the thing. And then Backpack, if you are using Backpack for Solana trading, again, providing liquidity, so there is a 25% allocation for TGE as well. For those of you doing this drop, might want to push. Okay, I think they could airdrop anytime soon for this month as well. Okay, so this is Backpack. All right, so this is Backpack. Okay, Solana wallet, a DeFi wallet. Okay, so this is the. Now moving on next with another drop that you can do during the bear market. So during the bear market, right, I think a lot of you guys probably are scared to buy tokens on spot exchange, or probably not have the conviction to buy. But what you can do is that you can now trade, okay, trade to earn the airdrop. Not trade for profits, but trade to earn the points and to get the airdrop. So that is a strategy I'm telling on off. During the bear market, this is where you want to make. Okay, MS DA, then Nolila. Yeah, so this is the time, maybe you might want to do this. Okay, I believe you've already done Pacifica. Okay, I've also shared to you guys on, I think another one is called Extended. I don't know whether you did or not Extended. Okay, and then now this one, Ethereal. So I think Ethereal launched about 3 months ago, but it's still early. So you can still do this. Okay, very similar like Hyperliquid and Lighter. Okay, so yeah, let's look at this platform. So this is a derivatives platform. Okay, so all you need to do is just trade. Now, how to trade is the thing, right? Because a lot of people do not know how to trade. So what we normally do, we open 2 accounts, 1 buy, 1 sell, correct? 1 buy, 1 sell. Okay, so now we open 1 BTC long. Okay, and then maybe we do a 5x. Okay, 5x, maximum we go is 20x, but you don't want to miss that. So 5x, okay, you on back 5x, and for account 1, do long. The next account, you do short, also 5x. So where's DA? Are you going to do it? And Nolila. So this is another one, right? I already shared in the chat box, so you can start doing. Okay, if you're planning to start with 100 or 1,000, okay, you can start. You can start. I think you can start to do. Okay, while waiting. So DA boleh buat. So tak payah nak beli altcoin dulu. Okay, so you can start trading. Trade for volume. Okay, so you're going to trade for volume. And you want to trade this, right? So what's the point here? So example like this. This is how you get the points. So every week, it will give you points like this. And then the volume, right? Very, very important is the volume. Okay, so we can see the portfolio. So example, I top up 1,000. I start with $1,000. So now I have already burned how much here? $92, slightly $92. Okay, $92. Total volume you can see 288,000. So this is the volume that you want. Now you can see here, this is the volume that you want to burn, that you want to generate, not the profit. Okay, so do one buy, one sell. Okay, look at the P&L here. So you can see how long I hold. 31 minutes, 16, 6 minutes, 40 minutes, 13 minutes. So very random. So you want to hold a minimum of 5 minutes. Okay, you don't want to do wash trading. You don't want to open 5 or 10 seconds and then you close it. So you have to be very, very careful. Minimum 5 minutes. Okay, because if it's less than 30 seconds, then I think they will caught you cheating. So you don't want to do that. So BTC was somewhere here, 66K. And now it's up to how much? 70 or 68, 68.8. So it slightly went up. So about how many percent here? 3.46%. This was what time here? 11. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's how you do it. So it doesn't matter whether you're making profit or loss. Whenever the time comes to close both, right? Once you reach the time. So one buy, one sell, so you don't have to care whether one side is profit or not. Eventually, both sides will break even. Okay, we are not here to make profit. We are here to generate the volume. I already told you, generate the volume. Do one buy, one sell. That's it. Right? So it's very simple. Don't have to complicate things. Okay, so this is a point. This is how you gain the points. There, 16,000 points. So whenever they do the TGE, these points will be converted into airdrop, similar like Hyperliquid and Vital. I've been telling you many times. Okay, ranking also. Okay, so this is the thing, every week. So you trade once a day. Okay, open 5 minutes. That's it. Okay, so that's how it's done. Okay, no need to trade for profit, no need to stress for profits. You get this volume. Okay, the volume is what you want. This one. Okay, profit doesn't matter. Profit or loss doesn't matter. This one. Okay, so hopefully you're clear. And then moving on next into coin market cap. So where are we now? 67.9, Ethereal 1.9, most 2K there. Yeah, XRP 1.3, so 182. And stock market yet to open. Another 2 more minutes. Layer 0 is up 45%. I think they are going to introduce some new system again with their ecosystem. Then Uniswap, 21%. All those DeFi are slowly starting to break, but look at that, already down more than 90%. Cosmos 8 down 1.16. And you look at majority of the ops are already down. MYX 8%, Bitget token 8%. Most of it are down. Okay. Now moving on next with technical. So the dominance, where is the dominance heading now? So if you have any question, feel free to put in the chat box. Okay, so listen here. Then what happened? We test on the re-entry sell. Looks like dominance is looking set to break down. See? And then max will be here. The lower will be here, 5. And look at the weekly time frame here. Okay, so weekly time frame, you can see down, consolidation, down again. Okay, so we're going to see this lower will be here at 59%. And then break below here, be 57.75. Look at Ethereum against Bitcoin. What's happening now with ETH? So ETH is weakening against Bitcoin, you can see here. Pump, down, consolidation. So your next support will be here, 0.02808. So now it's coming back to retest here. Okay, coming back to retest. Then on weekly now, what's weekly doing? Momentum sell, reversal candle is done, retest. So probably to come back here maybe, or if not, we should see to go lower, retest back here. Okay, so this on weekly for ETH against BTC. Then on daily, momentum sell, pull back for the re-entry sell. Breaking down, but I think maybe it might form a double bottom here. Let's see. Okay, so that's for daily. Okay, look at the dominance. Okay, so dominance for USDT. What's happening now? Already at the peak. Okay, already at the top. This was the high here. This was the next one. Should we see more coming in? Probably yes. Okay, weekly. Right? How many candles in a row? 4 weeks in a row. All the way up. So people are actually holding USDT, okay, rather than ops or BTC. Okay, so Momentum pullback. Okay, so we can see that the trend is trending higher, higher highs and higher lows. H4 is doing well. Okay, great. Reversal candle is formed. So should we see this level here next? 7.89. Then this critical support 7.72. Okay, so that is the USDT market cap. So if the USDT dominance were to go down, which means more people will be putting more into alts. Okay, that could be the case there. Okay. All right, let's move on next with BTC now, 68K right now. So what's happening now? Still downtrend. Let me look at this chart. Right. So what happened? What happened here? This is the current support, now broke. And we have another one here at 58.7. So it went to a high of 126, right? So it ran down to about 100%, 52%. All-time high to this low, 52%. Okay. So what's next now for BTC? Still downtrend. Look at weekly time frame. Momentum sell. Okay, now probably we should see this candle. Will this candle close as a red candle or a green candle for this week? Or should we see more lows here to retest all these levels? 64.5. Look at daily now. Daily is doing what? Momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell, breakdown. So far, we have retested at 66.5. Now it's at 68. Okay, so the stock market is, I think, opening already. Then on H4, what's happening? Momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell. So now it's getting rejected on the sell zone here. Very, very dangerous. It's a downtrend movement here. Momentum sell. Next level will be the middle band here at 61.4. So we're going to see whether this level will get retested. And if it goes above 69.4, probably we stand a chance to continue to rally higher. And then continue to push all these levels here. 77, then the middle band here. Okay, will be 78.4. Okay, for BTC. Okay, let's look at ETH now, 1.1990. Very, very similar move also for ETH. So your bottom is here, your support, and then all-time high was so much, 4.9. Okay, and it ran to a low of how much? 1.7. So it went down about 64%. Okay, 64%. Next resistance is where? Probably here, 2.2. Look at weekly time frame. What is weekly doing? Momentum sell. Still yet to have a reversal candle for this week. Okay, so all these levels you will see 2.2. Then continuation towards the upside, re-entry sell 2.6. Look at daily time frame. Momentum sell, re-entry sell. So it's still downtrend. So we're going to see whether or not can this level take off and then continue higher and to retest on the middle band here at 2.4. Look at H4. So H4 is again having struggled. Momentum sell, re-entry sell. So again, it is very, very dangerous, okay, to actually enter, especially this range right now. See, break higher, and I see. Okay, so yeah, I think overall this is short term. Okay, so now we go into the individual alts. Okay, individual alts now. So what happened to Esther? Esther USD. All these alts are actually dying now. 65 cents. Okay, everything is down. Look at that. So all-time high was $3. The low was how much here? 40 cents. 40 cents. Okay, 40 cents we should do. Look at daily. Breakout short-term only. The next level is where? Top EV. 69 cents. Okay. So yeah, I think there could be another level here. Then continuation up, probably max will be here. Okay. So that's my take here for Esther. Yeah, this is Esther, haven't hyped yet. So H4, we can say price rejected at the top EV. Again, should we see more downwards or should we break above 67? Then we can be able to continue higher at 7%. So as of now, still closing inside could be very dangerous for Esther. And with this squeeze on H4 daily, there could be a sell to buy solution. Okay, for Esther. Now we look at Hyperliquid. Since you asked, let's see, how is Hyperliquid doing? I'm also looking to buy, but not right now, just not right now. I think the setup is already finished. Okay. I think it's gone. more. See here, pull back, re-entry sell. You can see this is a hit. Draw this. Right. Maybe draw this in. Can't even draw also. Okay. Okay, so this is a hit, this is left shoulder, this is the right shoulder. So what happened? Breakdown, pull back for the re-entry sell. So yeah, I'm going to see this level here. About here. Okay, this level as a support at $27. Look at weekly now. And we can see weekly break below the middle band. So you know that the rejection is very strong to go down towards the downside. So next level, $27. Okay, $27. And then continuation down some more. You should see this level here at $22. Okay, daily. If we squeeze on daily, it's a sell to buy. Sell to buy. So probably we should see $26, $22 very soon. And then we look at H4 as well. You see anything on H4. Momentum sell pullback for the re-entry side is breaking down. So overall, the hyperliquid structure is already bearish. So 28.6 is the current support now. 28.64. Can it able to maintain or not? If yes, then probably we should see this level could be next on the middle band at $30, 30.87. If not, you're gonna go down. Okay, you're not gonna go down. That's for sure. There's a hype. Esther is done, and then what else? Lighter. So all these are perpetual decks. This is the thing about getting the airdrop. Once you get the airdrop, at least try to sell or at least take profit rather than holding it. So what's happening now on Monday? Okay, pull back. Okay, pump, and then fill back the gap again. Okay, should we see this level to maintain at 1.2? If not, we'll continue to go lower and to retest all these lows at 61 cents. Look at weekly. Extreme sell, pull back, retesting the middle band, which is also very dangerous. Okay, I think it retest last 2 weeks already, might continue to retest even further. Okay, so I think probably more downwards for lighter and probably to revisit 1.3 or probably all these levels, say 1.24. Okay,